Behind me is my X5, and in there is some Lotus Exige wheels. So the customers decided to go for a full ceramic coating, and here is how I apply that to these wheels. But before we start, let's tell you the reason why ceramic coating wheels is the best option for protection. One of the characteristics of a ceramic coating is that it has a pH resistance between 2 and 13, which means it becomes very chemical resistant, which makes life a lot easier if you are partial to going to roadside car washes. So the question is, why do we ceramic coat alloy wheels, and why do I recommend it as one of the most important protections for the whole vehicle? Simple answer is this: brake dust is very abrasive and it can get stuck to any surface of the vehicle because it comes out of the brake discs at 3000 Kelvin. Now at that temperature, that is going to bond to any surface, so without any protection on the painted surfaces, this is going to be a nightmare to get it off, and it's going to stick like a steel pan when you're cooking bacon. So using a ceramic coating was a simple choice for my customer, because these are going to be race wheels, so they're going to be coming into contact with heavy braking, tar and rubber across the racetrack. So keeping these clean and maintaining them was really important to the customer. And as these wheels are limited edition, making sure these stay protected for longer was really important to the client. But the biggest problem we have is all different shapes and sizes of wheels, which makes cleaning sometimes a real pickle. And we're all human and sometimes miss bits when cleaning wheels, and this isn't a problem for ceramic coated wheels, because the next time you come to wash them, you'll probably more than likely wash them again, and that will come off in no time. So these ceramic coated wheels will be such an easy maintenance process. And this leads me to my final point, and that is the maintenance. Maintaining ceramic coated wheels is an absolute pleasure, and you cannot wait to get out there and clean that car, because even just the rinsing process, watching that water bead off the vehicle, bead off the wheels, makes washing your wheels a real enjoyable process. So let's take you through the tools we need. First of all, we've got a nice Scan Grip Multi-Match 8. We've got the in question, we've got one, a Poker Premium stand, which is going to make life a lot easier for rotating the wheels. And as you can see, this one has just been finished. We've got one that has been prepped. This has been IPA'd. We're going to go through that process in just a second. And we've got our paint spraying gun. This is absolutely awesome. We've got 100 mils of ceramic in there. We've already done 3 wheels, so we're on to the last one now. The ceramic we are using is by Prism. It's Ruby. It's a 2+ year coating, but I've already had this on the alloys on my car for 3 years, and it's still going strong. So definitely one of those that doesn't make bold claims and back it up, which is great. So it's going to make easily over 3 years, which is fantastic, which is what I want. We've also got some wheel nuts in here that we're going to be coating by hand, which is going to be awesome. So let's get on with the rest of the show. So let's jump into step 1. Step 1 is using an isopropyl alcohol to prepare the wheels before we lay down the ceramic coating. This is a really important step in the process, because if we got any fingerprints, any grease, any oils left behind on the painted surfaces, and it's going to unfortunately have a big problem when it comes to the bond from the ceramic to the paint. This has to be the most important step in this process, because if the bond isn't successful, then you have failed your task in protecting the alloy wheels. Step 2, how to apply using it through a gun. And the reason why I like to use a gun when I lay down this ceramic is because I want to get an extra thick layer. I want to lay it down so I don't have to buff it off, and this is going to give the wheels a longer lasting protection. One of the downsides to spraying a ceramic coating through a gun is if you don't get the right amount of product on, or you don't layer it properly, then the wheels can become a little bit gritty and the ceramic coating can be too heavy and it can crack. So having the right application and checking with the manufacturer's instructions is really important. And also, don't forget to wear gloves and a mask and protective eyewear when you're spraying ceramic coatings or any other chemicals. Nevertheless, these wheels are easy to spray, easy to coat, and also I'm going to be leaving this on for it to give it extra protection. But if you are concerned about that and you're using the ceramic coating for a gun, then I would recommend that you use the buffing off technique. Just using a nice cloth to remove any excess product after 60 to 90 seconds, depending on the temperature, is going to make life a lot easier for you. And especially when it comes to using ceramic coatings, you've got to get them on and get them off, so spraying the whole wheel in one go and buffing them off is going to make life a lot easier. But that does come at a cost that you are going to be using much more product, so just think about what you're going to be doing before you start. And as this is a really simple way of applying a ceramic coating, the best thing for me to do now is to take these wheels, store them in a cool, dry place and a dust-free area where these wheels can cure overnight for 24 hours. So once these are cured and dried after 24 hours, these are ready to go back on the vehicle and ready to go to the racetrack. And I've also notified the customer that it's best to not wash these wheels for 7 days so that we can get the appropriate curing time and hopefully increase the length of duration that this coating will last for. So now comes the important knowledge of the aftercare. I use Garage Therapy wheel shampoo as it's a really good surfactant which is going to give these wheels a good clean without giving them a proper hammering from harsh chemicals. One of the other benefits of using Garage Therapy wheel shampoo is that it has rust inhibitors in it, and it also prolongs the length of your protection of the wheels. Hitting your wheels with harsh chemicals and high or low pH acid or alkalines is going to really reduce the length of time your protection is going to last on the alloy wheels. And if you're unfamiliar with the brand Garage Therapy and their wheel shampoo, I'll leave a little link down in the description. But one of the greatest things about this product as well is it works really well on arches, works really well on calipers, and also will get all the scum and dirt off your tyres. And I'll be doing a full review on that product very, very soon, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So there you go, guys, a really simple and effective way to coat your wheels, which will make them last at least up to 3 years. And if you want to know how to maintain your wheels after ceramic coating, then click on this video right here.